Hey everyone, and happy Tuesday! That's right, it's your favorite loan officer in the world. It's hashtag JLoan in the building, coming at you today, another Tuesday, another mortgage tip, providing you education and information to hopefully help your refinance or your purchase to be a little bit less stressful and a little bit easier. So I continue to make these videos in hopes that it is helping you. So first and foremost, I try to stay off of Facebook on Mother's Day to kind of just enjoy the moment. And I just wanted to take a moment to really just say thank you to all the moms and all the smoms, all the stepmoms who've stepped up. And I hope that you really enjoyed your day. Today is National Mimosa Day, and although I don't promote drinking, this is the day that it's celebrate drinking champagne and orange juice. So if that's what you do and that's what you love, I say, hey, go drink responsibly, grab a friend, and go enjoy you a glass. Or go enjoy you a mimosa. As you can tell, I don't really drink, so I don't even know what to say. But just wanted to tell you that information. So today, I really want to talk about 6 ways to help with your down payment or your closing costs. I get a ton of leads from down payment assistance websites. And what I don't like about some of the information out there is that it doesn't provide all of the information that a borrower needs. And I feel like it creates false hopes into what is truly needed for you to purchase a home, especially when you drive around and you see signs that say 100% financing. And if you don't understand what that truly means, you'll call and be disappointed only to understand that you will still need more money than what is out there. Okay, so I want to kind of talk about that and not to drive on it, as I've done several videos before on down payment and closing costs. But the biggest thing for you to understand is that there are front end and back end costs. And your front end is your down payment, and your back end are those closing costs that are associated with actually closing the loan. And so even if one is paid for, the other still needs to be accounted for. So even a veteran who gets 100% financing still has closing costs. So it's important to know that we got to figure out, well, where are we going to get this money from? So I think it's important that if I can help you to really understand that front and back end and where you can get that money from, it may help your home journey be more realistic and have better expectations, because I think that's super important, right? The number one reason why people are disappointed is because of failed expectation. And so if I can help you with that expectation or set the standards, it will help your home journey to be better. So first and foremost, let's talk about ways that you can. So number one, a gift. Okay, so a gift can come from your family members, and it can help you with actually the front and the back end. So it can help you with your down payment and your closing cost. Okay, and again, this can come from your in-laws. It can come from your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother. Typically, they don't really like to see that it's just like your friend. So they do want it to be someone much closer to you, okay? Number 2 is a grant. So you hear first-time home buyer grants, but there's a lot of grants out there that are not just for first-time home buyers. And so those grants can actually help you with your front end and your back end, but just keep in mind that there's not a grant out there that will cover it all, okay? So we can discuss what that amount is, and then we can choose the best grant that you qualify for that can provide a portion of what you owe on your front and your back end, okay? Now, seller concession. This one is super important because the seller can't pay for your down payment. Super important to understand, but they can pay for your back end. And different programs allow the seller to contribute different amounts, and I've already done a video on that, so you can go back and look at how much can they contribute. But just again, the seller cannot pay for your down payment, but they can pay for your closing cost. Number 4, a builder credit. Again, a builder can't pay for your down payment, but they can help you with your closing costs. And the way they can typically do this is by rolling it into your purchase price. That's typically how they do it. And then sometimes they do not roll it into you, but they give you a credit. But that's all up in the stars. I really don't know exactly how they do it all, but most of them will increase your purchase price to cover that closing cost, okay? Number 5 is a lender credit. So again, a lender can't pay for your down payment, but they can help you with your closing costs. And the way a lender does this, now keep in mind, it's so much bad information out there. A lender doesn't just pay for your closing costs out of the goodness of their heart. That's not how it works. That's not how lending works. The way lenders do it is by increasing your interest rate. There are premiums associated with that rate that we as the lender cannot keep. And so if you choose a rate that's higher than par, which is higher than the rate that doesn't cost you anything, then that rebate goes back to you, the buyer. And so the way we can pay for a portion, if not all of your closing costs, is by choosing a higher interest rate for you. Again, we will show you these options, as I typically will show you one that costs, one at par, and one that will give you a credit. So you can actually see, is the down payment, not the down payment, is your monthly payment, is the interest rate, is your out of pocket what you have expected to pay for during your purchase. Then you have number 6. Now, although this is not really common, I have seen it done in my last 17 years, where your real estate agent can also help you with your closing costs. They cannot help you with your down payment, but they can help you with some of your closing costs. Again, not very common, but I think communication in a mortgage is super important, because if you go into it telling your realtor and being very open and honest about what you have and your goals and how you want to put your kids and your family in a home, there may be an agent out there willing to help you. I'm not saying that everyone will, but you will find one. And then I'm going to give you a bonus one. And it's because I did some research on this. And I think that if you want something, you will work hard to get it. And I believe that if you work hard for vacation, you work hard for your purse, you work hard for the things that you want, you can also work hard to buy a home, which is still one of the best ways to gain equity and financial freedom that I believe in, okay? And what I looked into is if you can dedicate 90 days of DoorDash, okay? Their national average right now is that their drivers make $25 an hour. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to create like a separate account that your DoorDash money is going to go into, and this is not money that you're going to touch. This is your savings. Now, if at $25 an hour, you can dedicate 4 hours, okay, which is $100 a day times only 4 days a week, okay? And I want you to do this for like counting 90 days, not like just 90 continuous days. I need you to work for 90 days. If you do that for 90 days, you have made $9,000 of documented money that you can use to purchase your home or your first home, to help you with the dreams that you have of home ownership. Okay, remember, down payments for first-time home buyers is 3% on a conventional loan and 3.5% on an FHA loan. So it's on a $3,000 house, you got $9,000 that covers your down payment. And if we can get you a gift, a grant, or a seller credit, or any of these other credits to help with your back end, now you've got everything covered. Okay, so I hope that this information is very helpful for you. It's very important for you to like, comment, and share this so that someone else can see this, and hopefully I can help them. Until next Tuesday, I want you to be safe, blessed, and have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.